I got a glam bag, I got a glam bag. Hey friends, how's it going today? So, it is my second video of the day, and I'm sure you could probably already tell what this one is going to be based on that little intro that I just did. So, we are unboxing the Ipsy July 2026 glam bag. Here she is. Same material as the extra, although I have to say this feels a little bit different from the extra, this material, and maybe I'm a little bit biased because I think the bag is better and cuter, but I don't know, this, I think it's a better bag than the extra. Got a cute little sunglass zipper, really cute. I love this detail, and when you open it up without revealing too much, it's blue. It's blue inside, so I think that's awesome. It reminds me of like a pool boy. I think it's so cute. For those of you wondering, yes, this glam bag I do pay for. This is not PR. This is a subscription that I pay yearly for. The yearly glam bag. You can do it every month. If you do it that way, it's about, I believe, $16 a month every month. And with tax, when I used to do it monthly, it ended up being about, I think, like $17.54 for where I am in the US. So that's that situation. Comment below, tell me if you get an Ipsy glam bag or the original that I think they're calling it. I kind of refuse to default to calling it the original, just because everyone knows this as the glam bag. So if you get this bag, tell me what your thoughts on it were this month and if you like the design. We're gonna get right down into it, all right? So the first product that I got in my glam bag for July is this. I'm sorry, I really should not be laughing, but this palette, if you saw this in the reveal, like when you opened up your app and you got what was revealed to you to be in the glam bag, this palette looked to be like 5 times this size, and I just pulled this out and it is just so tiny and cute. Anyway, this is by Real Her. This is their Every Shade Is You palette. I am fairly new to this brand. I have heard of them. I've just never used any of their products before. If you open it up, you do have a little mirror here. Trying not to get any glare going on. And then these are your shades. You have 4, 5, 6, 7 shades. One looks like it might be either a bronzer or a highlighter right over here. And then you have all of the eyeshadow shades. I'm not gonna swatch this just because I don't really know that I'm gonna be using this. I'd rather keep it in its pristine condition for now, but this is the palette. It might end up being a gift, as a lot of these products kind of end up being for some people. The next item in my glam bag for July is this Dionys Goat Milk Skincare Goat Milk Hand Cream, and it's supposed to smell like ocean mist. That's pretty nice. So is this full size? I feel like this could be a full-size product. It's an ounce of product. Goat milk hand cream, moisturized dry hands. I feel like this could be full size. I'm going to put this up just so you guys might be able to take a look at these ingredients here. I always want to make sure that I give you that info. And as I'm holding it up to the light, it seems like the product starts at like right about here. But even still, like, this is an ounce of a hand cream, and this could be full size. The palette is full size too, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Off to a pretty decent start. All right, so the third item is, oh God, this looks like it's for a little Barbie. This is so tiny and so cute. This is the Benefit Cosmetics Play Days Airy Liquid Blush. And this is in the shade Willa. That's a pretty name. So this I will swatch for you because it's tiny, and I feel like a lot of people were kind of curious about this product. So here is your applicator here. And okay, so this already seems kind of pretty pigmented here. And then I don't have a brush, but we'll kind of blend it out to the best of our ability without. So it's kind of like a nude. This kind of matches my skin pretty decently. I will go in with one more layer on top. There we go. Yeah, so it's still kind of like a rosy nude, but it is a very wearable shade, I feel like, for a lot of people. The fourth item we have in our glam bag is by the brand Glow Girl Cosmetics. And this is their lip oil in the shade Literally. So that's what it looks like. I am kind of familiar with this brand in the sense that I own a product or two of theirs over on my shelf. I just haven't opened them yet, so I can't really give like great reviews as to how this brand is. But I mean, they're in Ipsy a lot and people do seem to like them, so I guess that means that they're a pretty decent brand. I just haven't experienced them mostly myself. The final item in our glam bag is probably what I'm most excited about. If you know me, you know my favorite type of product to get in these bags and boxes, and that is exactly what this is. This is Nicole Miller Nectar de Peche. And this is a fragrance that smells like peaches. I did test this out before. It is really nice. I have had like mixed feelings about Nicole Miller's fragrances as a designer house. And this is the component here. I have had mixed feelings towards her fragrances. Her brand is very hit and miss for me, but this fragrance is delicious. I really, really, really like this fragrance. So I have to say, if I were to rate my bag, one being like really hating it, really kind of like not interested whatsoever, and then 5 being like jumping up and down, freaking out, hallelujah, oh my god, this is the greatest bag ever, I would probably say that this bag is like a solid 4. Only because that palette really threw me for a loop, not gonna lie. I was really expecting this palette to match the photo, and hand creams are just kind of like meh. So it is still, I would still give this bag a 4 out of 5. I do think this bag is great, and I think that the bag itself is really cute. I like this a lot, actually, and I like I said, it's cute on the inside too. So what did you get? Tell me what you got in your glam bag for July of 2026. Did we get any of the same products? Did we get totally different products? Have you tried anything? Let me know down below. And thank you for joining me for another Ipsy unboxing. I'll see you guys next time.